The Republican senators recently announced their plan for the next stimulus package, which, good news, does include another round of stimulus checks. In this video, you're going to learn everything you need to know about the second stimulus check under the Republicans' new plan. First, we'll talk about who would be receiving the stimulus check and how much it would be for. Second, we'll talk about what still needs to happen in order for the stimulus checks to go out to Americans. And then finally, we'll talk about when you might expect to see that stimulus check in your mailbox. So stay tuned. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Nick, I'm a lawyer, and on this channel you'll find videos about the next stimulus package and specifically stimulus checks. So if you don't want to miss any of my new videos on the next stimulus check or the stimulus package, go ahead and click on that subscribe button below and hit the bell notification icon. So let's dive straight into the first question. Who will be receiving a stimulus check under the HEALS Act and how much will it be for? Well, the amount of the stimulus check under the HEALS Act is the same as the first stimulus check, $1,200 per individual tax filer. So how does the HEALS Act compare to the HEROES Act? Now, under the HEROES Act, the terms for the next stimulus check are exactly the same with respect to the amount, the income threshold, and the eligibility of adult dependents. However, there are minor differences between the HEALS Act and the HEROES Act. As you can see on this chart, the amount that dependents would receive under the HEALS Act is $500, but under the HEROES Act, it's $1,200 up to 3 dependents per household. Also, child support would not be taken out of the stimulus payment under the HEROES Act, but of course it is under the HEALS Act. And then finally, under the HEROES Act, I-10 tax filers would in fact be eligible to receive the check, but under the HEALS Act, they would be ineligible to get that stimulus payment. Special shout out to Erica Kohlberg for summarizing the information that you see in this chart right here. She is also an attorney with the YouTube channel and she covers the stimulus package. You should definitely check out her channel after you watch this video. I'll put a link to it in the description below. So before we get into our second question, I wanted to take a second to tell you about a way that you can put money into your pocket today while you wait on that second stimulus check. It's called Webull. If you sign up for a Webull account today using the link in the description below, you can actually get a free stock worth between $2.50 all the way up to $250 just by signing up. The account is free. Signing up takes about 5 minutes. It's very easy. In addition to that, you can get a second free stock valued as high as $1,400 just by depositing $100 into your new Webull account. It's a great way to support this channel because I will receive a free stock too. This is a limited time promotion, so don't delay. Go ahead and click that link in the description below. So now that you know about that opportunity, let's get back into the video. The second question that you are probably wondering is what still needs to happen in order for that second stimulus check to go out? Well, several things. First, the Republicans and the Democrats in Congress need to negotiate the key terms of the next stimulus package. That includes a federal boost to unemployment benefits, COVID-19 liability shield versus worker protections, and federal aid to state and local governments. Next, the House needs to pass the bill by a majority vote. The Democrats control the majority in the House. Now, the opposite is true in the Senate. The Senate needs to pass the bill by a majority vote as well, and the Republicans outnumber the Democrats in the Senate. Finally, if it passes the House and the Senate, President Trump will need to sign it into law in order for the stimulus package to become an actual law and for the stimulus checks to go out. So he can do that and it becomes a law, or if he refuses to sign the bill, that's called a presidential veto, then the House could still pass it into law by 2/3 vote. Also, the Senate would need to pass it into law by 2/3 vote. So if the House and the Senate do not pass the bill by 2/3 vote after a presidential veto, then it does not become a law and there's no stimulus checks. So now let's look at our third and final question. When might we expect to see that second round of stimulus checks go out to Americans? Well, the answer is, unfortunately, we don't know for sure because other terms of the stimulus package are still being negotiated in Congress. But what we can do is look at the timeline for the first stimulus check and how long it took for that to go through the process and for Americans to receive that first wave of checks. You might remember the CARES Act passed the Senate on March 25th, and the House passed the CARES Act on March 26th. President Trump signed it into law the very next day on the 27th, and the first wave of stimulus payments went out on April 15th. So it was about 19 days after the president signed it into law that first round of checks went out to Americans. So let's apply that timeline to the next stimulus bill. The Senate actually goes into recess on August 8th, and they don't return to the Senate until September 7th. Assuming the best, let's say the Senate is able to pass a bill before they go on recess. That would put it at August 6th. Then the House could pass the bill the next day on August 7th. And then the following Monday, President Trump could sign the bill into law. Then we might expect to see stimulus checks go out during the week of August 24th, which would be great. So what if the Senate is not able to pass something before they leave for recess? Well, the earliest we might be able to see a stimulus payment go out would be the week of September 21st. That would mean that the Senate would have to pass a bill as soon as they got back from their recess on or around September 8th. Then the House would pass it the very next day, and President Trump would sign it into law the next day after that. Then we might be able to see checks go out the week of September 21st. But based on the comments to my video, I know a lot of Americans need that stimulus check now and can't wait until September to get it. So hopefully Senate is able to pass it before they go on their recess. Now, that concludes my video about the next stimulus check under the Republicans' new plan for the stimulus package. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you don't want to miss any of my new updates on the stimulus package and the stimulus check, make sure to click that subscribe button below and hit the bell notification icon. And now it's your turn to share. Do you feel like we need a second round of stimulus checks? Why or why not? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching.